highlights. Governor Sanwo-Olu restates plans to deliver upgraded investment to create integrated mobility system in Lagos State. Federal government reaffirms commitment to universal health coverage. On the foreign scene, death toll in Indonesia's landslides rises to 18. Over 30 people missing. And in sports, Nigeria Premier Football League club Enyimba suspends technical advisor. Assistance over poor results. And now the details. I am Akan Usen. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has restated his administration's commitment to building a multimodal transport infrastructure and upgraded investment to create an integrated mobility system in Lagos. Governor Sanwo-Olu stated this as the chief host of the Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria FAN National Aviation Conference at Victoria Island, with the theme elevating Nigerian aviation industry through investment, partnership, and global engagements. According to him, the state government is deliberately signing and harnessing investment opportunities on the proposed Lekki International Airport, expected to transport 5 million passengers yearly, and building world-class industrial districts, restating commitment to support efforts of FAN. While declaring the conference open, President Bola Tinubu, who was represented by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, George Akume, also said his administration will remain focused on safety, efficiency, and sustainability of the sector. Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development Festus Keyamo, who was represented by the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, Ibrahim Abubakar Kana, said the discussion at the two-day program will touch airport infrastructure modernization, world-class maintenance, repairs and overhaul center, aviation leasing companies, cargo and logistics hubs to unlock agro-exports development, among other initiatives. In her welcome speech, FAN's Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer Olubumi Kuku said a robust foundation had been laid under the visionary leadership of President Tinubu, stating that 6 airports and numerous runways are undergoing a government-funded transformation with direct investment in the country's shared future. In a renewed drive to enhance transparency and service delivery, the Lagos State government has commenced the automation of the Lagos State Indigene Certificate. The initiative, led by the Ministry of Special Duties and Intergovernmental Relations, seeks to simplify verification, reduce human interference, and strengthen a more efficient digital process that aligns with modern governance standards. The expanded stakeholders engagement themed Lagos State Indigene Certificate Automation, a step towards modernization, brought together representatives from key government institutions to deliberate on best practices for implementing the digital framework. In his keynote address, Commissioner for the Ministry of Special Duties and Intergovernmental Relations, Olubenga Oyerinde, described the automation of the indigeneship certificate as a transformative step towards faster, fairer, and more accountable public services. Oyerinde, who was represented by the Director, Safety Arena Clinic, Olufunlayo Shokunbi, noted that the new digital process replaces the old paper-based system, which was susceptible to delays, fraud, and inefficiencies. He said the initiative aligns with the visionary leadership of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu and reflects Lagos State's commitment to innovation, transparency, and citizen-centered governance. The federal government has reaffirmed its commitment to accelerating universal health coverage through reforms focused on equity, resilience, and innovation. Permanent Secretary at the Federal Ministry of Health and Social Welfare, Daju Kacholom, stated this at the 66th meeting of the National Council on Health in Calabar, Cross River State, themed My Health, My Right, accelerating universal health coverage through equity, resilience, and innovation. Declaring the technical session open, Kacholom announced that the government is intensifying action on primary healthcare strengthening, supply chain reforms, improved accountability systems, and enhanced data for decision making. According to her, the ministry is consolidating reforms across primary healthcare, supply chain management, and human resources for health, including the health workforce migration policy. She added that the federal government is also strengthening institutional coordination, improving accountability mechanisms, and enhancing the data systems required for evidence based decision making. The Lagos State chapter of the All Progressives Congress APC has applauded the bold and visionary step taken by the Nigerian Education Loan Fund, NEL Fund, to extend its loan scheme to vocational and technical training institutions. In a statement signed by its spokesperson, Sheye Oladejo, the party described the move as not just a policy decision, but a national game changer. According to the statement, President Bola Tinubu has demonstrated what effective leadership looks like by identifying a gap, designing a solution, and delivering it with precision. The Lagos APC encourages young people to seize this opportunity with both hands, as Lagos, the center of excellence, is primed to benefit immensely from tech hubs to creative districts, from industrial clusters to MSME corridors. It added that the party in Lagos remains aligned with President Tinubu's transformative vision. And now to foreign news. The death toll from 3 landslides that hit Indonesia's Java island since last week has risen to 18, with more than 30 people missing. According to National Disaster Mitigation Agency spokesman Abdul Muhari, heavy rainfall triggered a landslide that hit several locations in the Kilapad district of Central Java province on Thursday. 2 other landslides struck a village in the Bajanagara district of Central Java on Saturday and Sunday. The National Weather Service has also warned that more heavy rain is expected across several regions in the coming weeks. The annual monsoon season, typically between November and April, often brings landslides, flash floods, and waterborne diseases. Anyway, for more of that now, sports. Nighttime Nigeria Premier Football League NPFL champions Enyimba have suspended technical advisor Stanley Iguma. Enyimba suffered a 1-0 home defeat to Wiki Tourists in a matchday 13 encounter on Sunday. 2 of Eguma's assistants, Ndubisi Nduka and Joseph Boma, have also been suspended. Lawrence Ukaigbu, who is also one of the assistant coaches to Eguma, will take temporary charge of the team. Ukaigbu will take charge of training sessions and preparations for match day 14 tie with Katsina United at the New Jos Stadium this weekend. Eguma was appointed Enyimba's technical advisor in December 2024, following the sacking of Yemi Olanrewaju. The Aba Giants currently occupy 11th position on the FPFL table with 17 points from 13 games. And that's all for the news. At 4, maintain adequate distance from the vehicle ahead of you to avoid collision. Follow us and like all our various social media platforms. On X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961, YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. Visit our website on www.trafficradio961.ng. You can also listen to Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM live on My Lagos app for timely updates. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration organized a forum for women across the 57 local governments and local council development areas in the state, with a view to enhancing their productivity and economic growth. You can get more details on the Lagos State government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has restated his administration's commitment to building a multimodal transport infrastructure and upgraded investment to create an integrated mobility system in Lagos. The federal government has reaffirmed its commitment to accelerating universal health coverage through reforms focused on equity, resilience, and innovation. We also told you that the death toll from 3 landslides that hit Indonesia's Java Island since last week has risen to 18, with more than 30 people missing. And in sports, 9-time Nigeria Premier Football League NPFL champions Eyimba have suspended technical advisor Stanley Eguma. For contact with the newsroom, please send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. And that ends the news broadcast compiled by Abiola Fagbolagun. I am Akan Usen. Thanks for listening and please stay safe. Good afternoon.